Welcome back, everyone. This is your host, BrainBoy20 here, and let's continue with Let's Play Faster Than Light. Now, last time we had a run-through with the Kestrel, and unfortunately met our demise at the hands of the rebel scum. So this time, I'll do one more run-through with the Kestrel, and then we'll start moving on to the only other ship I have, the engineer ship. I don't really classify another layout as a different ship, even though it plays slightly differently. It's still mostly the same, but let's begin. Right, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. And then there's the obligatory tip. Anyway, we already know mostly how this game is played if you watch the first part, but if you haven't, well, you'll just have to pick up from here. Now, I apologize for the game's taunting me again, isn't it? I apologize for the massive audio imbalances and stuff like that. I'm still trying to work out what's the best way to go about doing things. And now, we have a small shuttle appears on local radar. Turns out it's a rebel automated scout. And let's get back to combat. And the ship starts powering up its FTL drive. If it gets away, it will no doubt warn the fleet of your position. And it has a cloaking device. Beautiful. Oh, might as well do everything essential. What am I doing? I deserve everything that's coming for me right now. I deserve everything that's about to happen to me. Let's power down the navigation. And hit the weapons. Oh, you're kidding. Shields, you're useless. Go repair something, please. I don't feel like suffering a very bad death as of right now. Of course, it just so happens to be the oxygen supply that it manages to break the hole in. Not only that, it doesn't just break the oxygen supply, it breaks a hull breach, so it just drains all the oxygen instantaneously. It just so has. It just has to be the biggest bastard it can be. The ship breaks apart, and you feel relief in the knowledge that you will hopefully still be one step ahead of the rebel fleet. 3 fuel, 1 drone part, 8 scrap. Jump change, I say. And I thought I had this. Yeah. I'm not going to ever figure out why it's continually doing that and just flipping between frame rates. However, go repair this stuff, Maxwell. Considering we're going to need everyone, unless we'd wish to die, because at 40% or below, I think is the time when you start taking damage, no matter where you are. And I would be really curious as to why all of a sudden it's deciding to just lag out on me. Methinks it doesn't like the fact that the oxygen is like this. I will wait and see how the oxygen turns out, but hopefully this will just iron itself out naturally. I'm hoping it'll iron itself out naturally. Game, please. Okay. Once again, for no rhyme or reason, it's just jumping between frame rates. This is because of the Steam overlay. Hold up. I believe it had maybe something to do with the Steam overlay. I don't know, perhaps the fact that my frame rate is now not crazy. Okay, just have to disable Steam every time I start this up. Well, that's disappointing. And let's continue. Well, distress beacons aren't ever bad, I pretend. A small civilian ship flies over as soon as you arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. I really wish I could be a bit more mean than I'm going to be. But I'm a nice, kind-hearted soul of a captain, so I'll give them some more fuel. Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment. Not really sure if it's worth it, because it takes 3 scrap per fuel. The distress beacon is coming from a civilian ship. It appears to be being chased by pirates. There was no distress beacon over here. What sorcery is this game? But we'll aid the civilian ship. You power up your weapons, power up the music generators, and engage the pirate ship. And it has to have missiles because it wants to be annoying. Alright, no point in wasting those missiles then. Heck, there's not even a point in powering them up if I'm not going to be using them. But you could break their shield with that missile. It was 2 damage to those shields, if anybody was paying any attention. Yes, it does. And that's exactly why I'm not using it, because it's just a waste. Now it's not useless. And no. Okay, I'd rather it just impact in one of my systems that don't require it. Well, the game's a bit mean now, isn't it? Yeah, well, at least I have essentially crippled them beyond belief. Who needs more repair experience? Maxwell, considering that's the thing that's shot the most, I think I'll just send you away. Wow, they're really quick on repairs. They really are really quick on repairs, oh my gosh. The pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. 1 fuel, 1 drone pot, 15 scrap. They respond. It's a good thing you came when you did. We'd be dead now otherwise. I'm a shipwright, and I'd like to help you, like you helped me. The captain offers to install a piece of equipment on your ship. 7 scrap and a hull smasher laser Mark II. Wow. This is basically Burst Laser's big brother. Now, what are the exact stats? Why can't I stop yawning? Let's see, charge time 15 seconds. And the Burst Laser, 12 seconds. Well, for my Artemis, it'll be a really good replacement, as it essentially gives me 6 shots, which, if they all ever hit, will just go right through their shields. Let's continue. Which one? I think I'll go to the lower one. I'll risk it because it's early. I can afford to play this fast and loose. A rebel ship has been patrolling this region. As soon as you arrive, it begins its assault. Please don't give them a personal defense drone, an assault drone. Well, that's not an assault drone, but it's still annoying. No, this really is annoying, because I literally have nothing I can do about this. I just have to sit down and hope for the best. And they always have weapons that charge faster than I can physically... Excuse me. I would like to question how you managed to pull that off. I really would like to question that. How you managed that. That's not... There's no such thing as a flame laser. I at least hope not, because that would be... no. Well, how'd you miss with both? I don't understand this game. Shields, man, you're next to useless right now. Get on and fix that oxygen supply before we start suffocating. That's the word, right? Suffocating. Oni. Oni. Look, hear me out, buddy. You need to finish this. Once and for all. Get out. Get out now. I'm not using any missiles because this is a drone type I don't think we've seen. This drone type will automatically shoot down any incoming missile projectiles. And so you literally have no chance of beating it unless you overwhelm it with, like, I think 3 missiles. And they have to be at the exact same time and they have to be in rapid succession, so I don't see much point in doing anything with this guy. Actually, let's just get rid of their evasion chance, because that's annoying. The only reason they miss is not because your weapons aren't accurate, your weapons have pinpoint accuracy, it's because they're evading those shots. Good luck trying to use your FTL when there's... And of course it gets the direct hit with the hull laser. Oh, well, Stargate cell now. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. 1 fuel, 2 missiles, 17 scrap. Scrappy days! I think perhaps it'll be prudent to... either go there, to the upper right one, and get closer to the exit, or I can try to go around. So let's see, is there any upgrade item you want? Like something I could rush by. And I think Fraps is buffering. We love you, Fraps, we... Okay, now we lied and kinda hate you right now. Right. Hang on, I'm gonna manually restart this again. I know, Fraps just insists on being annoying. Or not, I don't really understand what my computer's doing here. And yes, I bought the 2 shields because shields are nice. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL to recharge. 9 times out of 10, this is gonna go bad. Let's fish for the 1 in 10. You happen upon an abandoned mining site. A few mining drones were left behind and could be repurposed. 1 drone pod, 14 scrap. Well, it's not. Game. It's quite annoying. I would request you to stop doing stuff like that, but... As you jump into the system, pirate advances on your position. They are refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight. Well, you're gonna see the instances of me playing with the longest type of combat, because with their current setup, they cannot physically penetrate my ship. And now let's be a little bit of a jerk and take out this, because since they have absolutely no method of, well, they have no method of repairing their stuff and they can't penetrate my shields, I might as well just suffocate them and hope for the best. Plus I get more equipment this way. And now just be patient. This is gonna probably take a while. Actually, they can't reach it. Well, let's just sit back and wait. I completely forgot they can't reach their own oxygen supply, which is the biggest flaw of that ship. You can't reach the oxygen supply, so what's the point? So, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to sit back and kind of wait this out, because they can't harm my ship at this rate. Yep, I'm going to bore you all to tears with this tactic. I don't really know what I'm going to do, and why am I being so far away from the mic? I don't think you guys can hear me. Hopefully my own mannerisms have improved this. Come on. I already got victory by asphyxiation once. Do it again. In all honesty, you'd think there'd at least be doors between the oxygen supply and the shield, but nope, this is just kind of the easiest thing I can do here. Tick-tock tock. I got time on my side, son. And sneezes. Finally, Fraps, what is wrong with you? Can you, like, not handle this? I mean, is this simple game where there's literally maybe 10 or so things going on screen at once causing this much trouble for you? Then again, I could see that maybe it's lagging because of the asphyxiation. I can tell one thing though, my people are just kind of just sitting back. And I know it's not, if it has doors, if it has any doors at all, it's not automated. Plus it's a pirate ship. How often do you see pirate ships that are automated? Come on, you'll suffocate eventually. Come on, the lag spikes will stop eventually. Just be patient. I really should stop this and just wait. As if on cue. With the crew dead, you are able to take the fuel out of storage. You also take all the scrap you can manage. 3 fuel, 21 scrap. And the ship is non-hostile. Once again, this is a cheap way of winning, and I will happily abuse it. And time? Yeah, I've got enough time to maybe get to the next sector. I say maybe. Right, let's go to this one and see if we can get lucky with another slug interceptor. You receive a transmission. Sorry, sir. This is nothing personal, but we are under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. I don't think I need to do anything. Wait. Where's the assault drone? Oh, there is none. I don't think they can hurt me. I don't think they can. Alright, let's just troll them and blast their oxygen supply. And then hit their own controls. Come on, they gotta be annoying. If you get lucky like I am and just have enough money to just rush buy some shields, you might as well abuse it. I mean, come on. Although unfortunately I can see Fraps isn't really enjoying it. So it's giving me a bit of a frame rate. Alright, hang on. Right, quick restart might have fixed this for the time being. I hope. You know, we don't need oxygen, let's just turn on the Artemis missile and fire off the shot, because I really am under a time constraint. Sacrifice oxygen, turn on bloody whatever. Oh, you're powering up FDL, are you, boy? Hell, that was quick. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. The most common phrase in the game. 3 fuel, 1 drone bot, 15 scrap. And we shall jump out of here to the store, drop by, see if anything looks even remotely interesting, and we'll head on over. The space station is a traveling merchant who shows you his wares. Can't buy anything that I particularly enjoy. Now, going off of the last lesson, might as well buy a couple of these. And then grab some missile. And a couple more bits of fuel. Oh. I almost forgot to turn that back on. You know, let's buy another power bar, because power is always useful, especially when you're trying to deal with oxygen deprivation. And we probably have enough time for one more attack. I'll have to get going. You arrived at a long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Let's investigate. You land on a small shuttle in an enormous field whose only occupants are small, brightly colored, six-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Try to communicate. None of your attempts at communication seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcefully nudges you away from your ship. He wants you to follow him. Eventually, the creature guides you to an old NG ship's crash site. Inside, you're able to find and reactivate an NG. Ah. Well, that's new. I've never seen that one. Then again, games like these are always full of surprises. So many beautiful surprises. 3 fuel, 1 internal part, 9 scrap, and an NG. Now, I don't think we've had these before. Engineers. I don't remember if we had them before, so I'm just going to go through it again. It's unclear if the NG are partly organic or entirely mechanical, but it's well known that they make exceptional engineers. Their repair speed is doubled, their combat damage inflicted is halved, so you don't want them in combat, but put them in critical systems and they'll just fix everything right up. Now we're lacking someone on engines. We'll turn the engines back on. Now, one questions as to why I know how to reactivate an NG from cold sleep, but I digress on that regard. And let's see what the next sector is. Well then, this is interesting. Very few hostile sectors. And I've got the choice between an NG-controlled sector and an NG-controlled sector. I think I'll go with the bottom one. Why, you may ask? Well, I'm trying to find homeworlds, because homeworlds give you new ships. If you're lucky. You've arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. And off the bat, I get another store. But, unfortunately, it's going elsewhere. Missiles, ion cannon, or doesn't look like there's anything else. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine conditions, it appears to be deactivated. I can attempt to download the ship's data stores, and I don't think gain anything. Or I can risk activating. Or I can not risk activating it and just strip the ship for any useful scrap. Let's download the data stores. You're able to pull all the ship's data about the sector. Your map has been updated. 1 equals 14 scrap. Well, thank you, game. You're quite nice to me. Let's see. Possible ship detected. Distress. I think I'll go to the store here. I'll be calling this a video soon, but not just yet. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The NG hive at this beacon are selling equipment for just that. Advanced faster-than-light navigation, which allows us to jump to any previous beacon, or reverse ion field, protects your ship from ion damage, giving a 20% chance to negate it entirely. Whoa. Burst Laser Mark III. Powerful burst laser that fires off an impressive barrage. Shots per charge of 4. It requires power of No, shots per charge 5 requires a power of 4, has a really large charge time, but that's a really good weapon. 79. 79. 79. 89. Do I wish to sell the Hull Laser Mark II and Burst Laser Mark II? I sacrificed one shot and I can't even use it yet, unless I get an upgrade to my weapon systems. Oh, why not? I've never been known to make good decisions. Now then, is there anything else I could sell? Clothes. Ship. Can I? I can't. Yet, at least. Well, I guess we're going to be relying on missiles then, until I can get an upgrade. In which case I'll just get the burst laser powered up. You find a number of fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help! We are being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders! Send the crew to help immediately. Giant alien spiders are no joke. Your crew slowly creeps up on a cluster of the creatures from behind. Without warning, the giant arachnids turn and charge. However, your team stays in control, and before long, you've beaten them back. Let's contact the owners. They are thrilled with your success and offer you a reward. 3 fuel, 2 drone parts, 11 scrap. Giant alien spiders. And I really hope that I don't have to fight a ship. We're at a Zoltan research facility. They say they're researching genetic distortion due to stasis, sleep, and prolonged FTL travel. They ask you if here's the time to undergo a few scans and we'll participate in their study. As soon as you dock, pirates burst on board and a hostile ship appears on the radar. You hear the Sultans yell in the distance, "We're being held hostage!" Oh. You're kidding. Well, the game was really nice. The game was really nice and letting me know I'm dead. I think I'm gonna die here. As in, there's literally nothing I can do about this. I think I'm just dead regardless of what I do now. Get out of there, Oni. And our shields are gonna go down soon. And by soon, I mean we're probably gonna die.
You have 15.
You have 15 minutes left of computer time.
I'm lagging again. I don't like the lag. I don't like that it just suddenly restarted. And yeah, it'll be time to go soon. And he's just breaking all my subsystems because he feels like it at this point. Please, beat them back. We loves the lag. Hang on. Alright, let's see if this fixes that. At least for right now, at least. At least. We may jump. We're gonna punish them for what they've done to us. We just need one more direct hit with our missiles. They teleport away the moment the ship blows up. Oh, with the pirates defeated, we contacted the Sultan research station. Thank you for rescuing us. They held us hostage to ambush unsuspecting passerbys. Please, take this. 1 fuel, 1 missile, 11 scrap, anti-ship beam drone 1. Right, our shields are critical. The NG really does not need any repair experience. However, these two are probably going to need it. And in the meantime, power up that darn burst laser, because this thing's just going to hopefully murderize them. In which case, if this succeeds, it was all worth it. If this burst laser is as good as it should be, I mean, come on. And you two get over here and continue your repair experience building. Team building exercises. And after this is done repairing, I'm going to end the set. And so, this has been BrainBoy 20, playing Faster Than Light, signing off. Have a good day, folks.